bummer. You hear me? You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, but the good thing about it is that this ain't the last one. They still got more coming. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna have to spoon.
Guys, I'm just gonna leave and then come back because Vdot's starting to cut out for me.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just gonna
starting to
look
cut
out. I
out a
think
little
it
bit. I
might be
thought it
my
was just
connection.
me. I was trying to fix it. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not just me?
Yeah, no, it's not just you.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was.
bad.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was my shit too. That's why I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought that was my connection. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
let me just hop back in and back out.
Eh,
All
Can
right.
y'all hear me?
While V dot doing that,
Yo,
Juice
Juice, we
just
hear you,
joined the
brother.
Okay.
conversation, so I'm gonna let Juice introduce himself to the people, man.
Yes, I'm King Juice on the tube.
Hey, my
Thank
boy.
y'all for inviting me to this. I was on CP time. No, I wasn't really on no CP time. I was asleep. So luckily I got up. I was like, oh shit, it's 11 fucking 30. And I seen the message from Jay. I said, shit, let me go ahead and hop in here. But yeah, I know y'all were talking about the last showcase, and for me, I was excited. Riddick Bowe. That was the surprise for me. I wasn't expecting a Riddick Bowe. But then you add Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, the Klitschko brothers. I already want to put the two brothers in the ring against each other. That's me. That's how I'm thinking. So that showcase for me was my second favorite. The first one, they can't top that one
Right.
because you start off with Terrence Crawford, Caleb Plant,
Yeah, that
Amir
was sick.
Khan. I was not expecting that. I knew it was gonna be big because they were doing a show, but I wasn't expecting current and former champions still fighting today. And then too, I get to it had Loma, it had Klitschko, or not Klitschko, but
Usyk.
Kovalev
Mm.
and Usyk. Yeah.
Right.
So no, Usyk was in the first one. Usyk was in the first one with I think who else? There was some more. There was
Yeah.
even more names in the first one that I'm not mentioning. But the second one was good. It just had them damn kickboxers
Yeah.
Cyborg was cool, but like
Yeah.
I was just like I don't know
Yeah.
who the fuck
Yeah.
kickboxers.
It's like, what are they gonna do with their hands? It's a boxing game. It's like, how much can they actually put on? Still, like, I know guys like Badr Hari and that they're sick guys, but
Yeah,
they're kickboxers. This is boxing, man.
yeah. One
Right.
of them, yeah,
So
one of them. People loved. It was probably like the first dude they announced. People went crazy. Like the MMA dudes that I follow, they went crazy for him. I was just like, oh, okay. He can't throw no motherfucking kicks though.
so y'all don't like that they adding like y'all not fucking with that?
You was cutting in now, but like
Yeah.
Cyborg is cool. She's like, cause I know, like me personally, I know she can kind of bang and throw hands a little bit. She probably would. She wouldn't beat the Clarissa Shields, Cecilia
Nah,
Brinks,
nah.
but like she can bang a little bit. The other guys, like I haven't even looked at them, but I just didn't know them. If they actually can bang like she can, like she throws kicks, but she doesn't throw a lot of kicks. It's a lot of hands.
Right.
So the other guys, if they can bang, that'd be cool. But like I just
And
don't see myself.
I'm glad you brought up Cyborg because just setting ourselves right up for these nice little transitions. Now, a lot of people don't understand the EA exclusive license. I know a lot of y'all know where I'm about to go with this with AJ and Fury. I've said it, Juice said it, Pressy, everybody has said why they're not gonna be in the game. And every time someone drops an ESBC video, what's the first comment you get? Is Fury and AJ gonna be in the game? I just explained that in the last video. No, they're not. And somebody did ask me a good question though. They were like, well, AJ and Fury are signed to EA, right? But Cyborg was in this game though. And I that was a really good question, and the only thing I could think of was Cyborg isn't under contract with the UFC anymore, but they can still use her likeness and image and things like that. But she can still like go partner up with other companies. That's the only solution I could think of. What's your thoughts on that with the AJ Fury and the Cyborg situation?
For me, I think there's someone needs to be offering EA a big payout or something, or I don't know, talk to Eddie Hearn or to find out what's going on with AJ and Frank Warren with Fury. It's a political one, man. Do we want to see them in the game? Absolutely. I think even what is it, Mike Tyson as well, or am I wrong? Wasn't Mike Tyson licensed or something like that with them?
Yeah.
Or was that
With
just
EA. No, yeah, with
Second
EA.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a shame if we don't get them. Hopefully, fingers crossed, eventually we do. Whether it's a DLC or whether it's when the game comes out, I just hope we get them.
Right.
Yeah. But see, this is one of the. I'm still breaking up.
No, you good now.
You all right
right
Yeah,
now.
you good now.
This is one of the things that EA do. You feel me? That they're very strategic in guys that they get. You know what I'm saying? I feel like EA does this shit purposely. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know what? We're gonna lock these guys in. They like us to fuck other gamers and people that may want to come up.
Mhm.
They do that to stick it to them. Like, nah, just in case we want to do.
Right.
So that's where it's messed up. Could get a Tyson Fury. If we could get Tyson Fury and AJ in this game, what? Throw that wrench in there.
Right.
Yeah,
When I saw Regis and Josh Taylor, bro, I lost my mind because Regis is from the same city as me, bro.
Bro,
So I saw
that fight
Regis, bro, I
live.
went crazy.
I
I'm not
watched
gonna lie, I
that
went
fight
crazy.
live. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe they was announced. I
Yeah.
was like, yo.
And speaking
this
of Regis,
is
I know this
sick.
ESBC talk, but fuck it. We're just gonna talk about a little bit of boxing. So ain't this weekend Taylor Ramirez, right?
Yeah.
Taylor Ramirez.
I'm all over.
Yeah. And Barrios is fighting Javante, right? That's confirmed. He's fighting Javante. So where Regis fit in all this? Because he did give Taylor kind of trouble, in my opinion. I think the scorecards was a little, for that fight, it was a little off. Pressy may not agree, but I think it was a little off. So where does Regis fit in? Does he get Javante if he go in and sock the shit out of Barrios, or do he get that Taylor rematch if Taylor win? Where did he fit in that?
I think. Go ahead. Who want to go? Go ahead.
Yeah. Right. As of right now, with me in boxing, I want to see people unify first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the winners out of them. Hopefully, we can get them to fight each other.
Right.
If not, hey, I would love to see Tank just mix it up with guys at 140. A lot of people are saying Tank is big, so 140 shouldn't be a big thing for me. My thing is, he's kind of like Earl for me. Earl's a big welterweight. He probably balloons up to, I think, 190, 180. But that doesn't mean he can go up to 154
Right.
and just walk through those guys like he's been doing, or walk through guys at 160. So I'm really excited to see Tank at that weight. He won't be weight drained, but I really don't. He's gonna have to break guys down more. I feel like he broke. He just caught Santa Cruz with a good uppercut.
And I thought Santa Cruz was actually boxing good. I didn't think he was doing too bad of a job. I thought he was boxing.
I had him up on the cards, but Tank was finding him a little bit later in the round, so Tank was coming back in that fight for me on my card. But
I agree.
Yeah, I'm just ready to see him because after what he did to Santa Cruz, I was like, okay, he's official. Like guys like Crawford, I see your skill, but
not fighting nobody.
Who you fighting?
Exactly.
Don't say.
Hey, Crawford's the real deal.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
And versus Earl, I used to consider myself an Earl fanboy. I'm not. After these Canelo dudes, I'm not no Earl fanboy at all. I just love watching Earl, but I don't know who wins that fight. To be honest, I don't. I can't pick nobody in that fight.
Man,
But
at this point, I
oh no, we missed.
God.
You cutting out.
Yeah, you cutting out. You cutting out again, Vida. You cutting out a little bit.
coming in and out.
Yeah.
Well, while Vida fixing that, Pressy, you could give your thoughts. Who you think? Because you're a Taylor fan. It looks like when I said Taylor, your eyebrows
No,
kind
you
of.
know what? I just wanted to see a great fight, and that's what we saw, man. On the night, I mean, it was like no one. How can I say it? To begin with, no one really bossed the fight. No one really asserted their authority when it was Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor. But do you know what it was? Being ringside, because I was there to watch it ringside. It looked like midway to the back end of the fight, like if you see Josh Taylor live, bro, compared to Prograis, oh my god, the height and the reach between the both of them is just it's like they looks like Josh Taylor should be in a weight class above. Dude's frame's wide, he's mad long with it, he's got long limbs, like it just looked like Prograis struggled to find the range, and Josh Taylor was more on his toes, where Prograis was kind of planting his feet, and he did look like he was struggling with the range at some point in the fight. I didn't, by no means, I think, yes, Prograis got smashed or Josh Taylor dominated. I thought it was a close fight that he edged, to be honest. Right. So, yeah, I would watch it again. It was a very technical fight.
And let me get in there, too, because Ramirez is bigger than Taylor.
Taylor,
and that's what people, that's why people are picking Ramirez to win. That's the sole reason. Everybody pretty much knows Taylor is a better boxer, but Ramirez is just even bigger. So I'm ready for Saturday, but I'm going Taylor. Even though I know he'll get in there and brawl, hopefully he just sticks to his game plan and probably, I think he can knock him out. I think he can stop him, but if he doesn't, he'll probably cruise to 12 rounds. 12 round unanimous.
Right. Yeah. So what are you? I'm good now.
Yeah, you good.
Oh yeah, you good.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I was on the Crawford side of things. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, Juice, like the competition that Crawford has been fighting I feel like it's just time for him to, like, all the politics got to be over with, man. You got to get in the ring with guys like Errol Spence. You got to
Porter.
Right. Like, why are you not fighting Porter?
I saw something Bob Arum put out, or Spence, somebody put out, bro. They want 60-40, a 60-40 split. That's why they never gonna fight. They can't agree on a percentage.
It was one or two things, though, yeah. I swear it was either like a 60-40, yeah. And then they did something where the winner, so basically it was like 60-40, and then whoever wins takes that 60, basically. It was like, but I don't know. They still couldn't agree. To be honest, in my opinion, I think Crawford just needs to move on, man. He needs to leave Top Rank, to be honest, if he's going to get these fights.
Exactly.
Agreed.
And I think, like that. In my opinion, to be honest, I think Spence got more leverage because he's fought the Garcias. Yeah. He's fought Comp. It's Crawford that hasn't fought the Comp. It's Crawford who hasn't got his name out there. Spence don't gotta do nothing. It's Crawford that gotta he gotta go. He either gotta move up, in my opinion, or he gotta go fight somebody at the top. He has to. That's the only way that fight gonna happen.
I heard Crawford is waiting for the winner of this Taylor Ramirez fight.
Crawford is not going on.
No,
he's not going. No,
I heard Crawford is waiting on it. That's what he waiting on. He waiting for them to fight, and then he gonna take the winner.
Because I know Regis, he's been like teasing that he's gonna go up to 147, but Ramirez, if Ramirez will move up to 140, he's too, bruh. Anybody that moves up from 140 is kind of like too small for Crawford. Like Juice was saying, he's kind of big for that weight class. Yeah. Ramirez is Ramirez gonna be outmatched in my opinion. Whoever Taylor or Ramirez, they getting their ass beat. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. I think
against who? Is it against Crawford?
Yeah, against
Crawford. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But is it Crawford going down to 140 again, or is he? Or
he going down to 140. That's what that would be. Yeah, he's not. No.
That would be that would be probably the biggest opponent he's had, but. Bro, he needs to fight somebody.
He just needs.
It's crazy. They have the young
Exactly. Just go fight Porter. Just go do that. Just go do
They
that.
got the young goons coming up, Virgil Hunter. He said they asked him in his last fight, "Are you ready for Crawford?" I don't know, but I want the fucking fight. You got Ennis, mixing it up with Earl. Like these dudes is up on the rise and they trying to fight. If
Right.
y'all not trying to fight, move on. Go somewhere
Right.
else, bro. Like
It's a fact.
Right. Speaking of move on. So last week, right, we saw Canelo basically come on in the latter part of the fight and just basically he shut down and broke Billy Joe Will, basically. Now my question is for y'all, in the game, y'all saw how his corner stopped the fight. They was asking him, you ready to go out? Billy Joe not responding. He not saying nothing, so his corner throwing a towel. Would y'all think that would be a nice feature in the game to where the player, if you're playing somebody online and they really like down on the cards or they getting a lot of damage dealt, do y'all feel like they'll ask them like, hey, you want to throw in the towel right now? You want to stop the fight right now? I think that'd be a good feature.
Yeah, that'd be realistic, and especially that's gonna be happening a lot in my fights. I'm gonna be smashing motherfuckers' eyes. Shit. So, yeah.
I was gonna say, if you want realism, a realistic boxing game, some people are not gonna like it because obviously it could be out of their control. But it's like Brother Juice said, it's realistic at the end of the day. It's like a doctor stoppage, the referee stopping the fight, or something. It's out of your control. You might think, some people might sit there with a control pad. Oh, you're lucky, like the referee stopped the fight. You don't get punched in the face.
Right.
Stop getting punched in the face.
Right.
The referee ain't gonna stop the fight.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, man. If you want realism, absolutely. I think it's a nice touch to the game. And I even made a video about, do you know to take a knee for an 8 count? Because some people's like they weren't too sure about that. It is realistic at the end of the day because people some people might do something cheesy or take a knee to avoid getting KO'd or something like that. With regarding to that mechanic, I do believe people are going to try to use that in a cheesy way or in a way where to make the game less enjoyable. And maybe ESBC can work around that where, right, there is an option to take a knee later in the fight when your stamina is depleting and you're running out of gas. Like, it's not just a thing where, I've got full stamina, we're in round 8 and I've got a big, large tank of stamina. I'm not rocked. I'm going to take a knee. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to get people doing some silly shit like that.
Yeah. Now, my question for that, right? Like, how many knees are...
If I can jump in,
that's a good question.
I don't, with the knee, I feel like I was supposed to look up the rules actually. But I think that would count as a knockdown if they take a knee.
You lose the point, of course.
I'm pretty sure. So, at first when I read that, I was just like, "Oh God, these dudes fit to just be taking knees just cause." But I think there should be a point taken away. I think in real boxing, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, what did you say, B-Dot?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. What you said?
So what? If you take too many knees, a point should be taken away. Is what you're saying?
Every knee you take, it counts as a knockdown.
Yeah, I think in boxing, that's what a rule I was
going
to
look
up.
It is.
I feel in boxing, if you take that knee, that's a knockdown. Because, I mean, nobody's just going to come out of the corner and just take a knee anyway. Yeah. That's not going to happen in real life. You're just not going to come out of your corner fresh and be like, I'll take a knee today. It's usually after a punch.
Yeah.
Cutting out again, big bro. You
have that ability to take a knee whenever you feel like it. So somebody.
That's a good question.
Okay, if they let you just do it whenever, then I feel like that would be an error on Steel City side. Then
copy.
This should be.
But in real life as well. With that being said, you take 2, 3 knees, 3, 4 knees in a fight. Referee's going to stop and eventually jump in and eventually stop the fight anyway. So that could be a strong factor in the game, and hopefully it is.
Yeah. Right. Also, I know y'all saw this. I believe it was in the alpha gameplay, that trailer where they was breaking down the defense, the offense, the mechanics, and things like that. When fucking Eddie Hall, a strong man, was in Philly shell stands doing a show, that bro, only boxer he should not be doing that. I hope Steel City fixes that where everybody is not allowed to do it. No, he should not. Butterbean should not be doing the show though. That should not be happening. Yeah,
To be fair, I've never seen Eddie Hall box.
yeah,
Man,
like
so
come,
I
like he
wouldn't
shouldn't
know.
be doing that. I hope they fix that. But speaking of the Philly shell, nah, when I saw the Philly shell and they right after that they announced, well, we got a big boxer. I thought it was gonna be Floyd. I thought that went hand in hand. I was like, damn, Floyd. Then everybody was like, no, it's gonna be Canelo. And Juice brought up a good point in this video. Y'all think fuck Canelo is gonna be in the game and Floyd is overpriced? What the hell you think Canelo gonna charge right now? Because I in my opinion, him and Conor McGregor, the top two in combat sports, easily hands down right now. As far as like money grabbers and everything, hands down top two. What the hell you think he gonna price himself out for sure? He's definitely gonna want that cash check. And with Floyd, my thing was make him a DLC, make it 20. Look, if you really want to play with Floyd, make it 20. You want to play with Floyd, make it $20. Just give him all the proceeds to that. Because in my opinion, ESBC is gonna do good. The way it's looking right now, as far as profit, is gonna do good. So just give Floyd that DLC money. Throw that to the side. What's your thoughts on not just Floyd but big boxes in general? Those big names.
Me personally, how I feel like they're like with the Floyds, the Canelos, they're gonna have to give them some money up front, a large sum up front, and then their DLC is going to be $20, and they're gonna get 90% of their 20 from each person. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I feel like in some way, shape, or form, from a business standpoint, they're gonna get hit over the head by them, right? Because they know they're the top guys or were the top guys in their sport. Right. But I feel like they're with this team. I feel like they'll do that. They'll get hit over the head, make little to no profit, but have the best, boxer current and great. So
especially when it goes to console too, because it's supposed to be going to console too. So the PC is kind of like a tester for the console in a sense. So if they get the big names, if they get all that out the way right now for the people on console, by the time it come out on console, they done already made a big ass profit. So
they're making sales for sure. Right. They're making sales, man.
And after Presley and Sdot go, I want to bring something up.
All right, cool.
I just feel like I did a video on that with about Floyd. Right now, I think with that they gotta throw the kitchen sink at guys like that. At the big guys, you gotta take that risk, bro. You gotta take that risk for the betterment of your game, because these guys, if you get Floyd in your game, Floyd is boxing. Anytime you mention Floyd Mayweather, everybody knows him. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's for good things or bad things, they know who Floyd is. So, like you said, to make Floyd $20 and give him all of that, I feel like they will make profit because of the amount of people that will come to buy that game just to try to knock Floyd the fuck out. That's all people want to do is knock this boy out.
Hey, as he says it, people are gonna pay to watch me win and pay to watch me lose. Exactly. That's what he says, and it's facts, man. That's true. That's real. That's real shit, man.
Oh, that was great. That was good.
I feel that.
That's 100% facts. And people didn't care. Like people didn't care about Floyd's opponent winning. They just cared about him losing, dog. It don't matter who it is. Just beat him, okay? And I'll follow you forever.
And while y'all speaking about that, I think catchweight fight, I hope they put catchweight. I really hope. Now, I know Cyborg is way bigger than Clarissa, but who wouldn't want to use
She not?
She not? No, Cyborg is big.
I would act, because Clarissa's fought at like 168.
Right.
And I know Cyborg cuts a lot of weight to get to like 145, but I would say they're about the same size, to be honest.
Can they do that catch weight with the Cyborg and a Clarissa, or they can do the Regis and the Aero Sprints?
They can meet them with Clarissa and Cyborg. They can meet at 154 easy.
Right.
And Regis, I wouldn't go up to 147,
Seven.
dog. I would say they group one like 140, 130.
You know what?
Maybe.
Since you brought that up, that's a good point. Remember, him and Hooker was supposed to meet in the middle and fight at 143, right? They were supposed to fight at like a meet in the middle in a contract or something like that. Y'all think that would be like a addition in a game? Well, not in like a GM mode or like a coach mode. Maybe even online where you want to use Spence at 147 or you want to use I don't fucking know, Josh Taylor at 140, right? And both of y'all can't agree on something, the game will ask you, do y'all want to meet in the middle, fight at 143? The stats will be the same. Maybe they'll look like kind of bloated, kind of bigger, but the stats will be the same. Do y'all want to meet in the middle and fight at the same weight to make it even?
Honestly, that's something I can see in career mode. If that's something I can actually see them implementing in career mode. That's my opinion on that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking of... Oh, no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that's more of a career mode thing. I feel like online they're going to intertwine divisions like the middleweights and maybe even 154 with them. 147. 147 is tricky because most of the top guys can be at 154, but I wouldn't put them at 160, so they may group 154 and just 147 together. But they're going to group, especially in the women's side. Dear Lord, the lighter weight women. There's Sinisa and some other chick, and Sinisa Estrada's too cold for that other chick, so it's like they can't put them together. So they're going to intertwine divisions online, definitely. But like the catch weights and things, I feel like that's something that could play out well and make the career mode even better because it's like, I'm bored of fighting all these guys at 140. Let me meet who's at 154? What's the big Sebastian? Whatever is there.
Pandora.
Yeah.
Let me cut some more weight and get down to 148, 149 or something.
Yeah, and you know how in the fight night games, I hate to keep breaking up EA, but that's the only fucking boxing game we have, so gotta keep comparing it. Y'all know how pretty much in all of the fight nights when you go into the corner after the round ends, it gives you like the little mini game of the swelling and the cuts and things like that. And ESBC, the screenshots that we seen from the swelling and the damage that we've done, will that depend on the trainer that you have or like the cut man that you have, or will it be like a mini game type thing? Like, how y'all think that's gonna work?
Yeah, I think that's what that was about. I think they explained that depending on your coach's attributes would, affect. I kind of don't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm kind of not. And another thing that I want to say real quick is I think the negotiations and things like that is going to be the best with this tournament that they have. The yearly tournament, you know how they gonna that's where you're gonna really be able to negotiate these weights and money and all. I feel like they should have all of that up in like just like how Canelo and Billy Joe just came down while they was arguing over about the ring size. I think the champ, whoever ends up being a champ, gets to have all of the
right
over everything else when you go up to fight him. So glove size.
Sdot question. So with the corner part, would you rather it be just based off of a mini game like all the other ones, all the other boxing? You cut out.
Oh, hold on. What up? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you good.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of like the mini game. I'm more on the mini game side of things because I feel like it's you more controlling it.
Yep.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Instead of some stats between Because if somebody has a better trainer than you feel me, then that's
that's
not
already
give you a good advantage to try to win. Your swelling and all of that is gonna be worse. I want to be able to feel like I'm nice with my cut guy. You feel me?
yeah.
I'm getting this shit shut. You know what I'm saying? So when I come out the next round, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And if you put that just on the trainer that I got, I feel like that's gonna kind of conflict with.
Yeah, and it's creating a meta already because you're gonna pick the trainer that maybe gets your swelling down,
Yeah,
can stop your cuts. You gonna pick him over the guy that, especially
exactly.
online, that's gonna get you the biggest fighting career. Because I'm not a
Exactly.
career,
It's
you know.
Right. And I hope it's kind of like to each his own for me with this. So certain fighters have certain different type of styles and stances and lunges. For example, I know Vita. I know you don't play it, but I'm pretty sure Juice. You say you played UFC 4, right? You played it before,
I played the beta and I knew not to get it.
right? Right. And I know obviously Pressy you played. You know Dominic Cruz has his signature on lunges, right?
Yeah.
Now, for example, Regis, he has that real awkward, like that stance, like that quirky defense that he has. It's like real awkward. It's not traditional. It's not traditional, right? So, will you be able to do that yourself with the signature lunges, or is it pre-input? I think that's a real good question because a lot of people are. I don't want people to get their hopes up and be like, I'm gonna be able to shoulder roll. I'm gonna be able to do this on my own. But is it predetermined? Is it an input that's already in with the movement? Is it computerized? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, is it like that? Like, what's your thoughts, man?
With because here's the thing, I've seen Jamel Herrick, and I know he's a world champion, but for me, I wouldn't like consider him a marquee fighter. As they said, they're gonna have all the marquee fighters mocap and things. So I don't know if they're just gonna do marquees just based off of fighter or champions that are currently active or not.
Right.
But regardless, with it, I feel like I just had to throw that in there. It really didn't have anything to do. But with the movement and things, I feel like it just depends on the button layout. Like if they can add something to where I can kind of step in, step out real fast. That should actually be. I think that should be in. But as far as like the little quirks and things like that, I don't know how that's gonna play out. Like they've shown a lot of little quirks with the I forgot the guy's name in the Volt green trunks.
London Arthur, I think.
Yeah,
Arthur. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had just some little quirks and things about him, little just slight movements, nothing really like major. I hope you would be able to do that. Maybe like there's a button and you lightly press it and he does like a little slip instead of like maybe a major slip like they do in the UFC type of joints, or they did in 3. I don't know if it's in 4, but yeah, something like that to where you don't press the button. I feel like that'd be difficult now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know how they would.
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of in the middle on it.
I just registered that. That should be hard. That should be very hard.
My opinion is talking about the alpha, the motion capture movement that they showed us. I do believe that was all actually like automatically, just based on his pure movement and his style and stance. But maybe with that being said, it's how you navigate the analog, how you're swinging from side to side, whether you go faster than maybe, I don't know, semi-circle back or something like that. It will start bringing out different movements within him kind of thing as you start to flare kind of thing with him. But signature things that you brought up with like Regis and things like that, I hope that is something that actually you put the effort in or you put the work in to actually bring that out of them, I think, I mean, it will show like a skill gap kind of thing, if that makes sense. It will show who's studied the fighter more, who knows how to use the fighter to their best ability and things like that, man. So I do hope it takes effort and it takes work to get all of these stuff out of them. And I can't wait. I just can't wait to get into the tutorial mode, to start practicing everything and putting my shots together. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I've lost too many brain cells on these games that I'm playing nowadays. I just need a boxing game. I need ESPC in my life.
He said something that's just so important and so key to me. Find out who studied the fighter, because there are people like somebody had got on me. I didn't know the dude that they announced in this last one. He's light heavyweight. Yeah, a lot of I think Jay, you know him. It starts with the B. His last name starts with
Bivol? You talking about the Russian?
Yeah,
the Russian.
I've never seen him fight.
Right.
People like, bro, he's valid. Like he's like this. So it's like, okay, I bet I'm gonna do my homework before I use him.
Right.
You know, so that's the type of shit I want. I want to be able to go on YouTube and watch him fight and be like, okay, so he's got a strong right hook.
Right.
So I'm gonna, jab and try to get that right hook around his guard, et cetera, things like that. That's what I want. I don't want it to just be out, just mindless, just meta spam, straight right hand. I want it to actually be boxing where I go in. I maybe have a strategy going in, but my opponent's stifling that. So now I got to kind of change it up and use some other tools that this fighter has.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just had a mini flashback again, clinch spam. Anyway, with what was it? With the
hey, let me cut you off.
Yeah.
So how I know I guess we kind of touched on it, but how do y'all feel about doctor stoppages? You got a bad cut, etc. How do y'all feel about the doctor stoppages? So
don't get punched in the face.
Okay.
Simple.
My thing is, and even because I even asked it to Fanatico, and he pretty much said everything I said. It really depends on the defense.
Exactly.
Like if I can do something to protect that right side more than say this left side, then let's do it. But if it's just kind of, which I don't see them doing, where it's just kind of staticky and I can't favor one side, that could get annoying. That really could get annoying.
Right.
But with Steel Cities and what they're doing, I feel like that's something that they're going to have in mind, protecting cuts so you don't get stopped. But I feel like that's something that should be in the game if the defense is what I expect it to be. I just want to get y'all thoughts on that. I know Prezi said just don't get punched in the face, but it's that simple though.
Right.
It is.
It really is. But y'all played the career mode, the champion mode in Fight Night, right?
Yeah.
Everybody played. You remember that last fight where Isaac, you couldn't get punched in the eye a certain amount of times.
Right.
I hope it's not where you your eye is bust wide open. Remember Fury fought Odo, right? Odo Wildin. He had that big ass cut on his eye. His cut man did a good job, but he himself displayed some real good defense. Yeah. Protecting the eye. The fight probably should have been stopped.
I was gonna say
probably should have been stopped.
Stop that fight,
It should have been stopped. But if you come out, you playing good defense, right, and your eye is getting a little bit better. You come out the 10th round, your eye gets bust open again. The doctor stops it. I hope that's not in the game, because the doctor's well, he just closed it and it bust open again. There's no point in him fighting again. Stop the fight. I hope it's not that intelligent. You gotta keep some type of game elements inside. You can't have it too freaking realistic. You can't have it too like that.
With that being said, I hope all referees and all doctors, obviously, hopefully the doctors all change. There'll be different doctors in each fight, and referees, obviously, they're going to be different referees. Everyone's legit got their own unique style, that sense where when it does come to cut, some are a bit over the top with it, they'll let it go on, and then you've got things like the break in the clinch. I hope everything they dig into so much details where referee A He will let them clinch for like 7 seconds, where B might let them clinch for 12 seconds, where C might like be like break it up after 2 seconds. Like, you rarely gotta get that feel, you know. You gotta put attention to detail, like we were saying earlier.
Yeah, you brought something up.
What's that? So what's that, Preston? That's like what referee attributes.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like that goes part of that negotiation thing I was talking about. Which referee we want to put in there?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's good. Yeah.
I feel because Pressy just brought something up. I feel like online, because he said certain doctors will let this happen, certain wrestlers let this happen. I feel like that should be like a arena thing, actually. Like if I'm going to MGM, I know the ref and I know the doctor, so I know kind of okay, I can't get busted open.
But see, then people are gonna be playing their play style towards how the ref is gonna see. Then that creates kind of like an exploit in a way. That's kind of like a
Floyd. I don't know. I think this fight, and I don't know whether McGregor fight took place, but Floyd was fighting in Las Vegas all the time. So it kind of creates that.
I think that's something that you should have to earn. So if that person earned that by fighting all of the low fights, I think that should happen only at a certain level. The big fights, who was ever the quote unquote A side, gets that right. So now you have to make the adjustment. You feel me? Coming up, trying to win the belt. That's just another aspect. You know?
Right.
Yeah. And two, another realistic thing that I want that's in today's current boxing. If I'm the champ, I'm the champ online or whatever, I hope they should kind of have like the UFC system where you win a number of fights and you're, now considered the champion. Yeah. There's millions of champions around the world. But if I see somebody in the lobby that's my equal, I can back out that motherfucker. I don't want to fight you. I want to fight my mandatory. I want to fight my mandatory 10 times, and I might fight you the 11th. If I feel like that. Hey, I'm joking. I hope you can't duck, but shit is real. We've talked about realism, right?
That's true.
So shit.
But I think I read something like that where they're saying that you're gonna be able to do that. Like, will you take the tough fight, or you gonna make a career of having easy fights? But it will affect something. You know what I'm saying, by doing that.
I'm not even talking about career. I don't care. Online, let me pad this record.
Hey, you're gonna have the whole community holding their belts hostage.
Oh man, you just created a whole nother generation right there. Now people really gonna be doing that, man. Nah, I saw some. I hope he was joking. Aimbot said, or one of the devs, they was like, well, we're gonna add an arcadey type mode in the game. In my opinion, if you want to play arcade, go play Mortal Kombat 11. Go play Street Fighter. Go play Injustice. Go play that. This is for real fans. Y'all been advertising sim realistic. Keep it. Don't add nothing else. Just keep it.
You know what? Even that bare knuckle mode, you know what? Like, it's a bit of fun in Fight Night, but even like people suggesting it in the Discord, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of it, man. Right. Just keep the game pure. Keep the game, like you said, professional, realistic. We don't need no bare knuckle mode. Right. We don't, man. That's a thing of the past. We just want we just want realistic gameplay. We want enjoyment. We want to feel like just the pure realism, man. Yeah. And all the technical aspects of the mechanics into the game. We want to be fishing to learn new shit constantly. Not just learn, be able to play the game and snap like that. It's about going, like we said earlier, picking things up with each unique fighter, learning things that might be hidden within the mechanics or not easy to do. Like, because at the end of the day, when it comes to career mode, that's great. That's great fun and great to learn and dig deep into promotional aspects, negotiation. But when it comes to online ranked, where, the sweat rarely comes in, there needs to be a skill gap, and that's what EA failed to do time and time again. Like, your only time there's a skill gap when you get two high-level fighters fighting each other most of the time. But then you get people that YouTube meta this, meta that, that, and then you get like someone that elbows and knees like his way into top 10 in the world, and he's beating like all the top level players. But why? Because you can't do nothing about it when it comes to striking. Like, striking does feel like a 50-50 in these games where you can just get caught with anything stupid, or an elbow, knee, elbow, knee can just break your combinations. Like, we need pure skill gap. And with that being said, it's like, it's in a lot of games, whether it's football, whether it's UFC, whether it's the basketball, like, it's in a lot of games, the skill gaps. And I understand you want to cater for everyone, and I do understand majority of your consumers, maybe 80 to 90%, are casual buyers, right? But let them, you know, obviously either buy that and have to learn the game to get their skill up, or put different servers or a different mode for them, which there is. Stand and bang. There's normal MMA, MMA. There's plenty of different modes. It doesn't have, you don't have to tailor ranked for casuals. Like, that's not what it's about. Ranked mode in games is there for skill gap. Ranked to climb the leaderboard for being good at what you do.
With that, I feel like the reason they're gonna put like an arcade mode in is because there's gonna be people that get on this game. They're not gonna know what to do, where to start, why a jab's important, just nothing. So they're going to be like, Steel City's kind of gonna be like, okay, well, we don't want them to get off our game, just like any other company would. Go play this arcade mode versus these other buffoons. And y'all just spam right hands and enjoy that. So I feel like that's the reason they're going to put that in there. But I have no worries about online, and like with this group early that we have that's covering the game, making videos about the game, I don't feel like hopefully nobody's like just like, hey y'all, man, here's a video on the best combo to use. And because if the game ends up like that, where there are top tier combos, one, that'll be disappointing, and two, I'd be disappointed if I saw like not one of y'all or any, you know, the other guys just be like, hey guys, the best combo. I'd just be like, damn, this is where we came. This is what we got.
Breaks the block, and then the last punch puts them out.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing in UFC 4 that I hate. Pressy, you know about this one. You throw the 1-2 and a person at the last second, they dodge the head kick and your stam go all the way down. All they throw is the hook and you out. I hope that's not in the game to where you throw a big ass overhand, all your stam is gone, and then you could just throw a straight and you out. I hope that's not in there. I hope it's not like that.
Hey,
you vulnerable.
You vulnerable. What lets me know that I don't think we have to worry about that is the fighters that they're putting in this game. That right there lets me know that they're catering to the real boxing fan. You feel me? So I'm not even really worried about them putting in the casual mode or anything like that, because the boxes that they're adding in this game lets me know that they're hardcore.
Yeah, and my thing is too. One thing I want to say too with this game, like, and I want to, if any other creators are watching, you know, you may know more than others about boxing, but we don't have to belittle and degrade people that don't. You know, that shit, like in MMA, that's why I really don't talk. I do on my timeline talk about MMA, but I don't ever go to someone else's and talk MMA, because if you have a difference of opinion, they're just gonna say casual. Exactly. It's not gonna be a discussion.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And with this, boxing's kind of, it's, people say it's dying. It's just not as popular as like MMA is currently, because these dudes are ducking each other. So I just want to grow boxing, help grow boxing, educate people on boxing. So you know, everybody, that casual word, that shit needs to be thrown out the window, because like, again, I didn't know that light heavyweight dude. And somebody in my comments was like, what? How do you not know him? What? I was like, yeah, I don't. I don't know. I never seen him fight. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
O'Kelly
there's
guy.
certain
I didn't know who O'Kelly was until I seen him fighting on the zone like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who he was, but
Who? Lawrence
like the
Okolie?
I like him.
Right. And my thing is though, a lot of people they tend to like when you have a difference of opinion. Like for example, I said Israel Adesanya is not the best striker in the UFC. Casual. He fought kickboxing. He was 101. How you gonna say bro? If anybody can,
Exactly.
bro, like come on, bro.
Exactly.
Like you saw what happened to Jorge Masvidal. He, as much as I dislike the dude outside the ring and his little antics, he can. If you were to put him in a ring, a boxing ring, I think he fares well. He has real boxing skill, right? I say that he has real boxing skill. It's somebody like Izzy. Let's just say Izzy was at 170. Izzy is a very talented. He has very high IQ, like a John Jones, like a Canelo, like those dudes. Anybody can get caught on any given day, bro. No matter no matter how long you've been doing it. Francis Ngannou been doing MMA not even 10 years, and he destroying people. Anybody can get caught. So for you to say, oh well, your opinion is trash. This dude is I've been watching it. I hate when people been like, I've been watching it since when Floyd was Pretty Boy and when Oscar had this haircut. And bro, I don't care. I'm just here to watch the fights, bro. I can't have no opinion too.
Can't have an opinion.
Yeah, like damn. Like come
and I
on,
understand.
bro.
Like I understand it. Like this is what a pet peeve of mine. When people, because this get brought up so much. Do you think Earl Spence can beat Canelo? It's like, dog. There are at this point, Canelo's literally 3 weight divisions above Earl, dog. It's
Right.
like, I'm a kinda be like, bruh. I know them the only 2 dudes you know, but like, there's no chance that they fight right now, dog.
Exactly.
So let's you know.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Canelo can fight these guys, you know. So that's what I would be like.
Exactly.
But other than that, like, you know, like for Jay was confused on the Charlos. That's hey.
Oh, I was
coming
real,
in the
bro.
box-
I cannot tell the difference between those two, bro. They look identical.
even the names,
They
man.
look identical.
Jamal's bigger and he has a better hairline. Jamal's shit is kind of
You said a better.
Look identical.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of Charlo, bro, I'm disappointed in bro. He gotta fight that. He gotta go fight Benavidez, bro. He got us, bro. I'm tired of the talking. Go fight Benavidez, bro. Don't be
I'm
like
so sick of
he keep talking about I want to go fight Plant. I'm waiting. I'm about to beat the shit out of Canelo, bro. Damn, bro. Danny is like, bro. That dude is a real killer, bro. He a real killer, bro. Go. I promise you, if Charlo go fight him, bro, nobody ever going to question Charlo again. I promise you. If he beat him convincingly, nobody's
I
questioning
think he
Charlo.
does beat him as well. Like Benavidez got hands, but I think Charlo too good, man. Benavidez, he can drop his hands. His guard is.
Exactly.
I think he can get caught.
Exactly.
Yeah, he definitely could get caught because if you see what Darrell was doing to Benavidez, if Darrell didn't slow down and he was a bit more disciplined, he could have just straight out boxed.
Yep.
And you don't with both of them Charlo boys, you don't want to be like, all right, I'm gonna take a punch to give a punch. That's Benavidez' style. That's Benavidez. You will get hurt. You will get hurt.
Crap, boy.
So Benavidez, nah, I'm not convinced. I'm not. People are like, oh, Benavidez can beat Canelo. It's like, dog, you don't want to. Even at 168, you still don't want to be like, bro, Canelo, give me your best punch. I'm gonna give you mine. You still don't want to go in like that. You cut. We didn't get anything. We're not getting anything. You cutting out.
And my thing is, with Canelo, who the fuck does he fight? I mean, he's gonna fight Plant. I'm a Plant fan. He's about to beat the shit out of Plant. I don't want to see that fight. Caleb Plant is a point. He's a point fighter. He's not gonna go out there with the mentality like Billy Joe had. Billy Joe was Billy Joe was doing good. The scorecards I wholeheartedly do not agree with. He won more than 2 rounds in my opinion. I actually had Billy Joe winning. I had him winning in my opinion.
I had it 4 rounds apiece at the time. I'm not gonna lie, but it was one of those things where you can see him slow down. He was slowing down in the last round. But then, bro, that punch landed, and as soon as that punch landed, he ducked into it. And if you watch it back, he didn't throw a single punch after that. You knew something was wrong straight away. He didn't. He was on his bike, and then that was it. The writing was on the wall.
Right.
Yeah. With Plant, we can say like he's a point fighter. I just don't feel like he has the crack, because it's kind of like Floyd, where he's using every inch of the ring. You kind of think all his guys are running. He's a slick guy. He knows he has good footwork. So if he needs to move out of the way for a punch, he's gonna do that. If he just needs to slip, or parry a shot, he's going to do that. So with Canelo, I already kind of, hopefully him and his corner know that he, at certain points, he's going to have to stand there and throw punches, but just not bank on it, because I feel like that just won't go well.
Right.
I feel like that just won't, because
right.
He doesn't have the pop to keep Canelo off of him, but neither did Billy Joe, and I feel like Billy Joe, honest to God, the 8th round, I gave him the last 2 rounds. Not the last 2, but the last 2 full rounds, so that would be the 6th and the 7th. And then the 8th, he started to win, uppercut landed. Canelo, I noticed him showboating. I felt like Canelo did know he landed that one shot, and then he got hit with it again. I was just like, oh my God. But my
thing is, Canelo was throwing that in the first round, and he was missing.
And he whiffed it.
Why didn't Billy Joe catch on it? He was missing. You would think Billy Joe would be like, all right, if I go this way, he's going to throw that. And he constantly kept ducking his head, but Canelo couldn't time it right. Then Canelo finally landed it. It was over. So it's kind of...
It was the same with Amir Khan. If you notice, he missed that same punch with Khan in the fight, and then boom, he set that jab to the body, right hand over the top. Like, this guy is legit. Like, it's like he learned something from that Floyd loss. Like, the guy is... People just see him as, he's too flat-footed. All he tries to do is... But that guy actually mixes it up. He can do everything. His IQ is right up there. He showed it. Like, obviously, Miguel Cotto was a bit smaller than him, but even Miguel Cotto tried to dance, and Miguel Cotto is someone that can dance round boxes. He can stand in the pocket, and he packs that power. Do you understand? But then what did he do to Miguel Cotto? Absolutely picked him apart. It was like, this guy can do everything. Like, people be like, obviously, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it looked like he struggled against Lara and that. But Lara Lara's one of those guys that will stand in front of you if he has to, and he's got those like long limbs as well. Like, Lara used all his attributes in the right way, if you ask me. But again, Canelo, I don't feel like people be he struggles with this. Listen, he might struggle with something, but he always shows the ability to readjust and adapt, and just keep pulling those W's out of the bag.
Yeah.
Question of the day. We're gonna end it off with this. Question of the day: does he beat Prime Floyd?
No way.
Does he beat who?
Prime Floyd. Does he? Floyd Mayweather when he fought Margarita, when he fought Madonna. Do he beat that?
I mean, a Floyd that was past his prime beat Canelo. I know he was a younger Canelo. But let's be honest, Floyd wasn't even in his prime.
And he was way bigger than Floyd at the time.
Mm-hmm. And Floyd backed him up. If you notice, there was points where, like at the top corner of the screen in that left turnbuckle, I couldn't believe that Floyd had Canelo stuck in the corner, and he was picking him. And it was like, Canelo didn't know whether to move. He didn't know whether to. He couldn't. Like, Floyd was I don't understand why people. I understand why people hate Floyd, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm super. But it's like, bro, people went, well, Floyd, all he does is runs. Fam, he backed up Canelo in points to that fight. He had him locked in the corner. Like, Floyd just a real deal, fam. And the way he sets people up, like I always say this time and time again, you get a boxer that will look for openings and try to capitalize it. Then you got Floyd Mayweather that will create your openings by standing in the pocket, dropping that left hand low, wait for your right hook, pull back, boom, pot shot. left hand straight right. And I saw that with Miguel Cotto. He kept doing it to Cotto. Cotto backed Floyd on the ropes. And you can see Floyd's looking at Cotto's glove to see if he's going to read this. And then Floyd just drops that left glove, waits for the punch. Like I said, you got people that will look for openings, but then you got Floyd that will fucking create them, man. And I don't think we're going to get someone with that IQ ever again, man. I'm just happy that I lived to watch his fights and learn and study him.
Absolutely.
And I think with that quote unquote boring dancing style, I think that kind of correlates to Khabib in a way. Because a lot of people's like, I'm tired of seeing Khabib wrestle. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired, bro. He's great at that one thing. He said, bro, he sets people up with that. A lot of my thing is when he throws those lackluster ass strikes, why are you backing up? In my opinion, his striking and shit. Like Gaethje should not have been backing up, but the pressure, the moment and the pressure of I do not want to get taken down. He sets those traps, and when he gets you down, it's it. That's the same thing with Floyd, like Pressy was saying. He sets those traps, and that's it, bro. That's really it.
With Floyd, the thing is, like, I just don't understand when people say he runs, because I can literally put on maybe an hour, 2 hours worth of tape of him in the pocket catching shots, right? Slipping shots and countering back.
The Mosley fight, he was doing that. When he fought Shane, he did that.
What y'all gotta understand is when am I still breaking up?
No, you good.
You're okay for now, bro.
Yeah. When he was with Roger Mayweather, that's when Floyd used to stand in the pocket like crazy.
Yeah. He
was a way more offensive fighter than when he fought Canelo when his dad was training. You feel me? You gotta, like Juice said, man, he could give you hours and hours of Floyd staying in the pocket right there in these guys' faces, and he's just slipping shots, whoop, ducking, boom, countering, just beautiful. Running, when they used that with Floyd, was just an excuse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, do people just want to see gladiator movies, bro? People just want to see people die or something. I don't know what it is.
Like,
it's
bro, nobody's spending that much time in training camp to go out there to stand in. Nobody's gonna do that, bro. Like, people got families to go home. They normal people too, bro. Like, people not gonna risk their health to give you a show. Like,
like Tim Bradley did, and took off how many years of his career?
Yup.
With
Same
that
thing with
fight.
Gotti did the same thing. That's what Gotti's my favorite fighter, and I would never argue against that. If Gotti was more defensive, bro, Gotti would be more recognized. But he always wanted to give the people a show, and that cost him later on in his career, man. That really cost him.
Yeah, that'll take years off getting in those wars and take years off of your career, man.
Exactly.
That's true. And even the brother that fought Chris Eubank Jr., does anyone remember his name? And he got like a hemorrhage in his head or something like that.
Yeah. I know who you I don't know his name.
Yeah, it's like no one's talking about him. No one's talking about him, how brave he was, and like now the guy's career's done. Yep. He's it's just down the drain. Like, he can't box no more. And that's what people wanted to see, but that's it. That's all you're gonna like. Where's people talking about the guy now? Oh, this and that. Like, it's just
like I want to see you take a look. I know I went on Twitter. Juice saw this. I wanted to troll the UK fans so bad. I was like, man, Billy Joe, man, a bum, you quit in the corner. Y'all UK boys brought that to. That's what y'all brought. I was trolling. I wasn't serious, but. Some people were like dead ass, like serious, like Billy Joe quitter. I won't put you in the ring. I bet my whole house if Canelo hit you with that shit, he breaking your face, bro. You're taking food from not from your mouth, bro, from your guts. They putting that little thing on you and they feeding you through that, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's the whole thing with the internet warrior thing and all that, bro.
It's always so easy when you're not on the other side of the punch to sit there and say a guy quit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the quitting was when Duran said no more.
Yeah,
That's
quitting.
quitting. No
That's
mas. I don't want no more.
Yeah, it's not. It's
That's
not like. It's not like his hand was broke or something. Like it was just. It was literally just going to either end up getting worse or his other eye was going to get
his
caved
corner and
into.
Deontay
Dog.
Wilder's corner deserve a lot of credit. Bro, they stopped it before he could take any more damage. Wilder, for example, so damn disappointing, but that's another discussion.
Yeah, nah, he was legit
so
all
damn
over the
disappointing,
place,
man. So damn
the
disappointing, bro. But
crazy part is
Mark Breland did an amazing job in stopping that fight. He probably would have took more damage if Breland didn't stop that fight. I think nobody's arguing against that. He would have took more damage.
crazy part is I actually get both sides. Well, he had blood coming out his ears and shit like that. That shit was scary for me to see. But Wilder being Wilder, I just gotta land one punch, coach. Let me land that one punch.
Right.
So I get it. I get his anger and all that. But yeah, Breland did a great job. He protected. He made sure that he didn't have a fighter die on his hand.
I think that Breland genuinely thought that his eardrum was busted.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to see.
No, it
him
wasn't. It wasn't
hurt.
busted.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Boy, I swear his skull was though. He got a dent in his head or something, innit?
Yeah, you know, Fury put egg when the commission checking his glove. The commission slid him an egg weight. You know, you put that egg weight in the glove. Like, come on, bro. I was gonna. No, you go ahead, Juice. Go ahead.
He's had that dent. In
Oh,
his head.
for real?
Yeah. So that nothing came of that. Like if it was true, he would have. Tyson Fury's ass would have been in jail. That's manslaughter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
Right.
It wasn't even. Now looking back on it, now that I know his ear wasn't busted, shit. If I'm Wilder,
Tuesday, he does have the equalizers. Like this guy can put anyone out with one punch, but he just weren't there. You know, when that guy and you're a heavyweight and you're just dangling from side to side, it's like, bro, your legs ain't there for.
His eyes were just like he
And
wasn't
that's what they're
there.
saying they're gonna implement in ESBC.
I can't wait.
That's why they can't get Fury, they can't get Joshua, but they have to get like the heavyweight division at this point should be stacked because they have to get Deontay and they have to at least give everybody else a chance. Well, they're gonna have Muhammad Ali in there and Riddick Bowe should be pretty good, but they have to put in like the Dillian Whites of the world.
That's a wicked one.
And just to kind of, I guess, from a current fighter standpoint, give you a chance against somebody like Wilder if he does end up being in the game, which I feel like at this point they have to go as hard as they do for a Canelo to get Wilder at this point because you need at least one of the big three, you know. So,
right.
Yeah, they got to get some even more current heavyweights today to kind of offset that. And throw me in a George Foreman too.
I'm surprised they didn't add Foreman. I'm real surprised they didn't get Foreman in there. But y'all got any more comments, questions, and anything y'all want the people to know, man? Anything else, bro?
Nah, man. Just I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you giving me the invite to be over here with JMMA, my man Juice, Tim's, now salute to y'all.
No problem, man. I appreciate. Look, I know I'm small time, but when I hit up Pressy, bro, Pressy, I don't want to sound like a fanboy, bro. But when you Pressy texts me back instantly, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, that's love. And Juice, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I got on Twitter last night, right? I'm scrolling through my timeline. Juice go, I'll put all this shit aside, and I ain't get no info for this gathering yesterday. I better get this info before I go to bed. I was like, fuck. Let me send everybody the info right now. I was like, fuck. But anyway, man, I appreciate all y'all for coming through, bro. It mean a lot. Y'all want to do y'all outro, man? Y'all can, and man,
before we do that. Yeah, thanks for the invite. Definitely, I watch everybody's videos, like them update videos where we just basically just reading the shit. I will watch everybody read the same shit. So I'm watching all y'all. Keep putting out the videos. Keep supporting this game, and thanks for the invite. I'm definitely willing to do this again. I apologize for being late. My black ass
Oh yeah,
fell asleep.
we doing this. I want Pry in here, bro. When Pry, bro, we gonna have to set it up with Pry in here too, because I think he gives another aspect of it, like another dimension of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he gives something else.
Definitely. And yeah, like I ain't had no problem. I said, say yes. Well, I couldn't say yes instant because I had shit, but
yeah,
I definitely like you see, I made it happen.
Right.
So like you keep doing your thing. I'm if you do something and you want me to be in it, hit me up. I'm gonna be there. I just appreciate everybody that's making content for this video game because we gotta get it out.
That's love.
We gotta get it out.
That's love.
That's all I got.
All right. Pressing
Likewise,
anything?
man. Likewise. Just to re-elaborate, like Vdot and Juice, it's a pleasure to do this with both of you. Hopefully we can do more. But most importantly, man, Jade, to you for putting this together, brother. Because without you, this wouldn't have happened.
Right.
And like those two brothers said as well, I most definitely, it will be a pleasure to me to hop on to do this again, bro. And man, onwards and upwards for all of us in the future with this game. Big up to Esbc. Look, again, without them bringing this game, we might have not come together as well. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm just all about that, like, just trying to stay positive, and hopefully, you never know, we do something even bigger together one day in the future.
Yes, sir.
And hats off, man. Just nothing but the best for all of us going forward, man. I'm excited. I'm pumped, and I hope ESBC and all the content creators that putting in the work get the credit they deserve, because sometimes it is hard, but that's when we have to just strive together as well,
Yeah, don't be like the UFC 4 devs and compare cars to software.
Right.
I'm supposed to make a video on that.
And another thing too, man, I'm looking forward to kicking all your asses in this game.
All right.
I started it.
But anyway, man, that's gonna be it, man. I'm gonna leave everybody link. Everybody link gonna be in the description, man. I hope y'all go check that out. We gonna do this again I promise you, very soon. And that's all I got to say. Y'all took everything out of my mouth that I was gonna say. But anyway, man. Till next time, boys. Everybody, hope y'all like this, man. Till next time, man. See y'all later,
Next,
man.
John.
Peace out.
Peace.
Appreciate it, bros. God bless.